Make sure. All right, awesome. All right, guys. We're going to start off with a great question that we asked last year, which is a fundamental question to pretty much all meetings that we're going to have as football players. What are two things that we need going into a meeting? You can unblock your mic or write it in the chat, but I need an answer. Two things that we need. Who's going to step up? And if it's not answered, we can't keep going. Let's go, guys. What are two things? I'm going to pick somebody. All right. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Pen and notebook. Exactly. Thank you, Aaron. Much appreciated. So, guys, it's you have shown up. You have done the biggest part. You have decided to invest in yourself, and but we have to make sure we don't just rely on our memory. That we can actually take notes and go back and look at what we thought was important. So, we're going to start off, guys. I have a question to ask you. Very, very, very important question. If a younger version of you was watching your habits right now, would they be proud of you? And if the answer is yes, great. Double up on those actions, double up on those habits, make them better. And if the answer is no, and you know exactly what you're doing, it's time to change. So, what up, guys? Thank you for joining. So my name is Jamal Henry. I won't talk too much about myself, but I think it is important for you to know who will be doing the mindset calls and why I believe I'm a great fit for you. So my name is Jamal Henry. I've been playing football since 1998, and it has been more than my passion. It has been my life. I've lived a life of football 110%, where everything was about football. The way I slept, the way I ate, the way I trained, the way I spoke, everything I listened to. I started in the streets of LaSalle in Montreal, and then I got a chance to move to Cedar Hill and South Lake Carroll in Texas, Dallas, Texas, which is a melting pot for football. So I played there, came back to Montreal, and then I went to Kent Prep School, where I played 2 years, won a championship, was freaking awesome. And I came back to Concordia University, where I was there for 5 years. I was a captain as a receiver. And I got to say that football is a different game. My uncle, who played in the CFL and is now coach, Mr. Mark Washington, he said, there are men, there are women, and there are football players. We are on a different level. We are on a different level. So we don't talk like everybody else. We don't breathe like everybody else. We don't eat like everybody else. So when you hear other people talk and you don't fit in, it's perfectly fine. That's your indicator that you're in the right place. That is your indicator that you're in the right place. Through these calls, guys, if you have any questions, please just put a hand up, or you can unblock your mic, say, I have a question, I didn't understand, you have a suggestion, whatever the case may be. This is a conversation. I'm going to ask you guys questions to get you thinking. A wise man once told me that people don't need answers. They need the right structure of questions so they can think for themselves. So my purpose is not to give you guys a whole bunch of information and let you know everything I know. My purpose is to give you questions so you start winning right now, not only off the field, but within your mind. Within your mind, before you step on the field, before you step into the gym. You start winning at that one thing that you were meant to win at, and that is your life. I can't win at your life. You can't win at mine. But what we can do is strive to be the best of ourselves and win at our life. We have 30 minutes from 6 to 6:30 every single Thursday, guys. I'm going to be with you. We're going to be together. And it's a conversation. You guys need a pen and a notebook because we need to take notes. And you'll see by the end of the off season, you're going to have your own book of notes, which is so powerful. because you'll be able to see the evolution from what you thought was important and as you went on. So what you can expect from me during the entire offseason: honesty, consistency, high standards, guys. I'm going to share with you guys. Please make sure that you get in contact with me right after the call on Instagram. I'm gonna write my Instagram handle. I want to send you guys a video of me playing football, so you see. I'll send you, so you see the training, you see everything I put into this game that unites us, the brotherhood, football. So right after the call, make sure you go on Instagram and you just send me a message. You don't have to follow if you don't want to, but send me a message so I can send you the info. There will be no judgment, and this is not a place where we're going to give excuses. I'm not here to tell you that you're right, you're wrong. Again, I'm here to give you questions so you decide on what you want to do and how you want to evolve. We're going to use, and here's what I expect from you guys, is to show up. It's a half hour every Thursday. To show up, be present. And when I say be present, is exactly what you guys are doing. You're looking straight at the call, or you're taking notes, but this is a half hour and this is for us, guys. And everything that we're going to learn, it's very important that we translate it into action, because personal growth, personal development, self-mastery is all great. It's great if we read the books, we listen to the audio tapes, we watch the motivational podcasts and videos on YouTube. But if we don't apply it in everyday life, it means absolutely nothing. And of course, respect, guys. I don't think I have to tell you guys, as football players, respect is a part of who we are. So we're going to use a system that I've come up with. It's a universal system that's probably been around for years upon years upon years. I simply formed it to a way that I wanted to. It's called the POLAC system. So you guys can write this down. The P stands for purpose. All right. And after we go through the letters, I'm going to explain what each letter means. So purpose. The O stands for objectives / obstacles. The L is for livelines. Let me know if I'm going too fast, guys. The L is for livelines. The A is for action. You know what I'll do? I'll do this too. The A is for action. And the C is for changing people's lives. So give me 30 seconds. I'm going to put it in the chat so you guys can note this down. You can take a screenshot. Oh, obstacles. Change people's lives. All right. Your team. Very important. So what this system will do for you, what it will do for us, it will help us to have a structure as a receiver or as a running back to be in the end zone before we actually get there. Right now, it might not make much sense, but within our mind, when we're able to translate it onto the field into practice, I have this thing when I practice with my receivers. I have my receiver squad. Every time we would catch the ball, I said, "Go score, go score." And I ask you this question: if you score 1,000 touchdowns in practice, what keeps you from scoring 1 or 2 in a game? Think about it. If you score 1,000 touchdowns in practice, your body knows exactly where to go. Your mind has been there many times before. So it's nothing for you to do it once, twice, maybe 3, 5 times out of 1,000. That's nothing. But do you know the impact it has on your team? So that's why it's so important, guys, that we know why we're here. So the P of the POLAC system is purpose. Why the heck am I a football player? Why am I here? Why am I here? And it could go bigger than that, guys. The actual system is for you to decide what is my calling in life? And I can share mine. It is to guide people to be the best of themselves. As simple as that. And the only way I've found for someone to be the best of themselves is when they live their dreams. And jot this down. Dreams are not meant to be chased. You probably heard it before. Chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. They're not meant to be chased, guys. They're meant to be lived. So we got to change that framework. Dreams pop up, and now we need to live them. So once you find why you play football, or what is your calling in life, from there, that's your big picture. That's your big picture. When you have your big picture, you can start plugging in your objectives. How can I live? How can I live this? How can I, if my purpose, let's say for football, I'm playing football because I want to make it. I want to make it to the next level. Guys, who is in high school right now? By show of hands. Awesome, high school. So you're going to go either to prep school or CJEP or NCAA. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Who is in CJEP right now? Beautiful, beautiful. So maybe you want to go to university, NCAA, right? But and actually, do we have any university players or pro players, guys? Anyone on the call who is in university already? And guys, here's the thing: on these calls, we already seen we have high school, CJEP. There's going to be pro players on. Make sure you guys connect. It's the best place to go get nuggets from people who are already doing or are already in the place where you want to go. So you want to make it to the next level. Who do you have to become to graduate from high school? Who do you have to become to graduate from CJEP? Who would like to go to NCAA? Go play in the NCAA. Yeah. So then, there. Now that we have that, right? There are certain actions that we must take, and it's important for you. I can't tell you what those actions are. I can give you a baseline. Here are some actions you could take to make it, but you need to determine for yourself what are those actions and how do I find them. What did we just say? Well, can we connect with someone who's been there in the NCAA? For Receiver Academy, we are blessed to have RG played at UConn. Like, guys, we have access. Even for running backs, you guys have access to Monsieur RG. And guys, I told Coach Jean-Guy, and I'm going to tell you guys, it is more than a privilege, and it's more, how could I put it? It's a privilege that you guys have to have coaches like that. So make sure you guys ask them questions. It's the best way you can show them that you're grateful for them. Is ask them questions about what it took to get where they are right now, what it took to start an academy, to start a business. They have been through everything you guys need to do, right? So P for purpose, determine what your purpose is, set objectives, guys. If we don't have purpose, we're just drifting. So I need you to imagine this, okay? You're on a lake in a boat and you're drifting. You need to get to the top of a mountain. Can you drift to the top of the mountain? Like if you just say drifting, you're not paddling, nothing. Could you drift to the top of the mountain? No, you can't make it. You're just going to go downstream. Once you have your purpose, that sets your direction, the top of the mountain. Okay, awesome. Now your objectives is when you start paddling, you start working. All right. And the O also stands for obstacles, problems, however you want to see them. So during the off season, and even during the season, there's going to be some obstacles, guys. You might get some blisters. You might drop some passes. You might fumble the ball. It sucks. That's life. Now that you see it, you think about those obstacles before they happen, You can find the solution now. Get your brain used to finding the solution now before it happens. So when the obstacle actually doesn't happen, you already found the solution. One of the obstacles could be, hey, I see myself maybe one morning waking up and not wanting to go run or go train. That could be as simple as that, one of the obstacles. And what is the solution? Me going to train anyways. So you're looking into the future, literally creating that version of yourself that says, we're going to do it anyways. It's all right, you're tired. We're going to do it anyways. That's why it's important. You don't have to spend too much time on obstacles, but you have to go see what might come up so you can get ready now. Because if you don't and it comes up, well, you're shrimp out of luck. Les Brown said, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and never have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So make sure, guys, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that's the point with these calls, is to make sure that we awaken that inner champion and start winning at our lives. But to start winning at our lives, we have to make sure we're ready every day. So P-O, now we go to the L of the POLAC system. All right. The L stands for live lines. By a show of hands, who has ever heard of a deadline? Like you said, a deadline for something. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. So we understand what a deadline is. It's you give yourself a fixed time to get something done. I reframed it to live lines because I looked at it and I told myself, man, the more objectives that I build, the more I build a momentum, the more I feel good, the more it actually brings life to me. And note this down. Our language and the way we speak drastically shapes the way we live. Our language and the way we speak drastically shapes the way we live. Every little detail. So I changed it to live lines. And what live line does, when you focus on a live line, instead of focusing on the end date, so you can set it up. You can set up, okay, by this time I want that. Now, who do I have to become to get there? What actions do I have to do? What is the journey that I have to take? And then you focus on the journey and no longer the end goal. So you focus, okay, every morning I got to get up early. I got to get in the gym, 45 minutes. Then I got to go back, take my shower, and then I got to take the bus, get to school. I know that if I do this and I follow my plan, by this time I should be around there. But people usually, when they set a deadline, they say focused. Let's say March 31st. By March 31st, I need to have gained 5 pounds of muscle. And then they just stay stuck on 5 pounds of muscle by March 31st. And they just start stressing, okay, I really got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. And they forget who they have to become. At the end of the day, it's who we become that's the most important part. Remember that. We're going to get back to A. So we did P-O-L of the POLAC system. A we're going to get back to. We're going to go to C right away. C is awesome. It's changing people's lives. And in the game of football, hey, you could be the best player. You could be the best player. But here in the game of football, in the Canadian game of football, or the Canadian, we have 12 guys on the field. The American, we got 11. I could be the best player, but if my 10 or my 11 teammates aren't on the field with me, I'm not worth much. And here's what it means. During the off season, while you're grinding, while you're staying disciplined, while you're doing everything you have to do, right? And sometimes it sucks. Sometimes, most of the time, guys, you're going to be alone. You're going to be with yourself. You're not going to want to do it, and you're going to go do it. You're going to go do it, even though sometimes you don't feel like it. The goal of all this is for me to be the best of myself. So when the season shows up, man, if everyone has focused on being the best of themselves, imagine all your teammates, all right, have stayed disciplined all off season. Imagine the impact on the team. of the mindset. Everyone has already won before hitting the field. So the more you've been focusing on developing yourself, it has drastically changed the outcome for your team. And that's what I mean by changing lives. And when it comes to life, guys, is as soon as you find your purpose and you start working on your purpose, on that calling, I want to change people's lives, make sure that they become the best of themselves. I focus on that every single day. Every single day. And I live it every single day. When you focus on your purpose, I'll tell you this, you're barely stressed. You're hardly ever, I won't say tired, but it comes with it. You have more a sense of acceptance of what's going on. So through the off season, what we need to do, and guys, it's the first call. We're going to have a call every week, and we're going to go over some things. We're going to go over it again and again and again. But the point of it is for when you're off this call, guys, this is only a half-hour a week. When you're off this call, you go do. You go do, so that when the season starts, you've changed your team's energy just by what you've done during the off season. So it's very important, guys. If you have teammates that are part of receiver and running back academy, get them on the call. Tell them, yo, it's a half hour. What are you going to do anyways? Scroll? Go talk to somebody and not talk about your future? Get them on the call. Now, A of the Polack system, guys, is the most important part. Without A, nothing happens in life. Nothing. I promise you. Even if you don't believe me, I promise you nothing happens. Aaron was here last year, so Aaron, if you know it, don't say it. Can anyone guess what A stands for? You can write in the chat, unblock your mic, and just say the word. Yeah, go ahead.
Wasn't it action?
Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you've probably heard it before. You gotta take action. You gotta take action. Okay, could it be that simple, Jake? Coach Jamal, are you telling me all I gotta do is take action? I'm telling you that we can have the best intentions. We could sit down here every single Thursday with the intention to be the best of ourselves. We could write it down. We could talk about it. We could post it on our stories. We could journal, do all of that. But if there's no action, it means absolutely nothing. It means zero. Intention without action, un gros zéro. Ça veut rien dire. So as you go, guys, it's important to map out where you're going, what you want, map out where you're going, how long is it going to take? You guys have a great time frame. You have the off season. Look at the blocks. Am I going to separate it by 3 months at a time? Okay, perfect. Awesome. And then go. Go. Just go. Just pick a direction and go with all your energy, all your focus. Run. I'll give you a simple example, guys. Give you a simple example for this call. Actually, I'm supposed to lead this call. Imagine, and I have the intention of leading the call, and I don't show up, and you guys log on, and you're just here, and you're waiting for Coach Jamal to log in, and I never do. And then I show up next week, and you guys show up again, and I tell you, listen, I had the intention of leading the call and signing in and giving you guys the Polack system and everything, but I didn't. But I had the intention. At the end of the day, nothing. You guys got nothing. So that's what I mean, guys. We can have the right intention. We can have the intention of going to the gym. We can have the intention of studying, the intention of contacting schools to make sure that I talk to as many schools as possible so I can get out there. But if we don't do it, worth absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we got 6 minutes. I want to put the emphasis, guys, on the main reason for these calls is we're going to tie in life with the game of football. And we're going to aim to be the best of us. And we're going to start training for what we call life. And here's why. I'll tell you this. When you train for life, from there, you can be the best football player, the best version of you as a football player, the best version of you as a son or a daughter, the best version of you as a boyfriend or a girlfriend, the best version of you. But if you only train for football, nothing else comes with it. But I promise you, because life hits, guys, life hits for everybody. And when your focus is on becoming the best version of you, every aspect is affected. And that's why it's so important for you to keep grinding, keep going. And these calls is going to be a way to stay consistent through it, through the off season. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I have tools, guys. And again, please don't forget to send me a message on Instagram. Just say, hey, coach, can you send me the video? Because I need your subconscious to know, okay, I'm listening to someone who actually gave every single ounce of him for this game that I love. I need you to see what I did and not just hear it. So then you could be, okay, awesome. Awesome. It makes way more sense why he's leading the call. So are there any questions, guys? Any questions or comments? Anything? If you can put your hand up, you can write in the chat. If not, guys, we're going to be great to go. And you see, it's as simple as that, short and sweet. That was 26 minutes. Oh, yes, go ahead. Pardon me?
What was
L Live Lines. My great pleasure. Live Lines. So next week, guys, we are back on 6 to 6:30. We're gonna dive deeper into purpose. What is our purpose in life and the game of football? Work on. Can I use the nose up instead? Oh yeah, of course, of course. And also, I mean, I could copy paste the notes and give them to you guys on Instagram if you want. So yeah, we're gonna dive deeper into purpose and how we can use that throughout the off season. And remember this, guys. I leave you on this. Remember, if I score 1,000 times in practice, why can't I score 1, 2, 3 touchdowns in a game? Allow yourself to be that great. Allow yourself to be that great. See that version of yourself. So, guys, it was Coach Jamal. I am freaking excited to start the off season. Man. Oh, guys, I want to thank you. First of all, thank you for allowing me to live my dream. This is a dream for me, guys. So thank you, fois mille. And we're going to see each other next week. Guys, let's go. We got a lot to accomplish, a lot to get done, and we have lives to change. So let's start winning now. Ciao, guys.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you, coach.
Appreciate you guys too.